The man was planning his escape. As the truck's engine roared to life, he grabbed a wooden plank he'd prepared earlier and slid underneath the vehicle. He quickly wedged the plank onto the chassis and tucked himself into position just before the truck started moving. The engine noise provided perfect cover. The driver didn't suspect a thing. When the gate guard checked underneath with a mirror, the plank blocked his body from view. Just like that, he walked out of prison, a free man. What made this brilliant escape possible was a lucky discovery. While inspecting delivery trucks during work duty, he'd spotted a hidden space beneath the chassis, big enough to fit a full-grown man. Without the driver knowing, he'd secretly measured the dimensions on the ground. Then during work hours, he built a board to match those exact measurements. He even modified his prison clothes to hide the telltale markings, making sure he wouldn't be immediately recognized as an inmate after breaking out. After careful planning, he successfully hitched a ride out on the truck. Before long, the vehicle pulled off the main road and stopped on a side street. The driver had to relieve himself and headed for the bushes. Seizing the opportunity, the man carefully climbed out from under the truck. But he didn't just run off or knock the driver unconscious from behind. Instead, he hid behind the tires. When the driver returned, he circled around to the back of the truck, staying completely out of sight. The driver never had a clue. As the truck pulled back onto the road, the man bolted into the woods like a fish returning to the ocean. His name was Jeffrey Manchester, one of the most legendary and theatrical serial robbers in American history. People called him the Rooftop Bandit. His MO was unique. While other criminals went through the front door or smashed windows, Jeffrey took the unconventional route through the roof. His targets were usually fast food joints like McDonald's or KFC. These places had no security guards, plenty of cash, and easy access. He'd break through the roof in the middle of the night and wait up in the ceiling until dawn. When employees opened up for business in the morning, he'd drop down, pull out a fake gun, and take control.
Good morning, team. No. Don't be scared.
Jeffrey wasn't purely a bad guy. If he noticed an employee without a jacket, he'd give them his own. He only took cash from the registers and never hurt anyone. When he was done, he'd escape back through the roof. This approach let him dodge all the security cameras, driving the cops crazy. It wasn't until he'd hit 46 stores that he finally slipped up and got caught. In court, he was sentenced to 45 years, basically a life sentence for his robbery career. But just 2 years later, he successfully pulled off a prison break. To avoid getting caught again, Jeffrey did something nobody expected. Instead of going on the run like most escaped convicts, he headed straight for a crowded big box store. Obviously, he wasn't there to shop. He walked around the store first, then snuck into the bathroom. There was an access point to the roof. With 46 robberies under his belt, Jeffrey knew building layouts inside and out. He climbed onto the roof with ease. It was spacious up there, the perfect hiding spot. Nobody would think to look for him in a place like this. He located the manager's office by following the air vents. Then, after everyone clocked out, he slipped down from above.